Hello everyone, this is Michael from GlobeOfGeek. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Studio and just what you will need in order to code in Studio. I apologize for any lag that I may experience beforehand. It's just because I'm recording right now. Alright, so there are three key things that you kinda need in order to code in Studio. First off, you need Explorer, which is accessible by View and then Explorer. Next is Properties, accessed the same way except by Property, and then Output, which is accessed the same way also. With each of these, you can move them and resize them as you wish. I like to keep mine like this and make them even like that. It's just a personal preference thing. It really doesn't matter. Alright, first off, I'll explain these two. They both correspond with each other, so they're gonna have to be explained together. Neither of these are directly related to coding, however, they'll really be important. Whenever you click something, Explorer, something appears in Property that shows all of its properties, which is explaining the name of the tab, Property. Alright, so if you want to access something with code, you'll have to know the name of the property and what kind of value it is. So this basically shows you it all. Now, every object has properties, so you can go through all of them, and part of coding is just remembering that. Next, I'll explain the output. This is going to be your best friend whenever coding long projects. The red text right here, this explains an error within code. The number right here, it explains which line it is, and then it'll name the lines and all that. I'll explain the things later. It'll be difficult without actually knowing how to code. Alright, next is the blue text, and this basically just helps out and tells you what's going on. Like right here it says stack end, which means that the code ended because there's an error, which red text is. Red text is a fatal error which stops the code. Yellow text, which doesn't appear very often, is also an error. However, it's not fatal. That means it won't stop the code. The code will continue to run. And that's like 1 in 100 chance of happening. So, yeah. And then there's the black text. This appears if it's a date, and that appears next to these colors of text, or if code prints out something into the output, and that happens on several occasions. I'll explain how you print something into the output later. Next, I'm going to be explaining how you actually insert a script. You gotta insert object, and remember, this will probably look a little bit different, but generally the same. Oh, whoops. Alright, that wasn't supposed to happen. You can resize this in both Mac and Windows. And here's where everything is. Depending on what you're on, different things will show up. And in Workspace, I think just about everything shows up. Well, this is where you insert a script. It's in alphabetical order if you haven't noticed already. So you just double click script, and there you go. Now, after you have script, it appears in Explorer. Everything in the game is Explorer, so that's how you access it. In order to actually open up the script, you have to double click it like this. And there you go. This is where you'll type in whatever you want, and all of that good stuff. Now, the final two things I'd like to show you It's the command bar, which is accessible by View, Toolbars, Command. This is where all the code you want to test, you can run it. The output disappeared, so yeah. So you can run whatever code you want and just do that. This is basically a mini script. It just runs the code that you type in, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's really helpful if you want to build something and don't want to manually do it. So, and the final things right here, this is called the plugin bar. These are preset plugins, and these are custom-made plugins. So I'll explain how you make plugins in the future, but for now, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.